Coach Payton and the coaching staff, dealt with a suspension from the league in the past. You've been outspoken about the Deflategate resuspension now. Why is it an important issue for you?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd say I really don't know much about what just happened in regards to the I guess the reinstatement of the suspension. It seemed to me that the decision was more about the commissioner's ability to levy that suspension and his authority to do so. At the end of the day, I don't necessarily know all the facts or non-facts of that case. I think the bigger issue is just the commissioner's unilateral ability to make these decisions, the league's ability to basically conduct investigations behind closed doors, leave everyone else in the dark, and then just make decisions supposedly based upon their findings and their facts, which unfortunately, when you dig a little deeper into the Bountygate case, which was against us, the Ray Rice case, and others, it's found that there was a lot of inconsistencies, and there was a lot of, maybe there was an agenda at play where information or testimony or certain elements of the case were being pushed in a direction that wasn't necessarily the truthful thing, and yet it was just kind of the direction that the conclusion at the end that the league was trying to get to make a basis for their punishment, which that's the part that needs to change is just the transparency and the openness of these investigations. There needs to be more of a collaboration with the NFL Players Association so that everything is very, conducted in a way that we all feel good about the end result. Because right now I don't think anybody feels good about how we're arriving at the end result with these suspensions and fines, being that it's the commissioner's unilateral authority to do it, with leaving everyone else in the dark.
And for the NFLPA, how important is it to make sure that the commissioner doesn't maybe overstep his bounds or have too much power over the players?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's something that's collectively bargained. That was something that when in our last CBA agreement in 2011, it was something that I don't think we recognized as being as important as it is now, or never felt like it would reach the level that it is now. But based upon the issues with Bountygate and Ray Rice and others, we're at a point where we realize the important nature of being able to work together on decisions like this, because these are big decisions that affect the future of our game and the integrity of our game and all those things that the commissioner talks about. And so I certainly feel like it's something we should work together on.
Now, of course, this is over deflated footballs. This could go all the way to the Supreme Court. As a quarterback, do you feel like it's just, a bit of a deflated football? How do you feel about the actual?
No, listen, rules are rules, and we're all obligated to follow the rules. And so, if there was rules that were broken, then there's consequences associated with it. But again, it seems like it's moved much further past that, and it's on to kind of a much bigger issue of who's got the authority to do what, who was handling the investigation, what are the true facts of the investigation versus are we just making a decision based upon an agenda that we have. Obviously, that's not that should never be the case. It should be, what are the facts, and these are the people that recognize what the facts are. It's the PA, it's the league office, and then this is how we're going to handle the situation together.